Hey everybody, how you doing? Mike Shorr here from Prosper Trading. The website is www.prospertrading.com, and I just want to give you a little insight into a new approach that we are using for short-term options trading. And given that it's the day after Thanksgiving, I'm not trying to pretend that this is going to be an opportunity that we're highlighting, but oftentimes it's your ability to make yourself not get into a trade as opposed to get into a trade that will help you in your trading. So what I'm looking at here, I just happen to be looking at Goldman Sachs. We could be looking at just about anything. Let's run through a couple things and see if anything looks any more interesting than others, because we are in a very slow market. But this is kind of interesting. In ExxonMobil, XOM, we won't be looking at anything option wise, but I'll bring that up on the chart here. You don't have to pay any attention over here on the left, because what we're looking for signals. And the signal here, which actually is not a signal, is I just want to outline what we are looking at here and define some unfamiliar things for a lot of people. All right, so what we are looking at here is the first two things that we're going to look for in any sort of short-term option play that you see here in the short-term options room, is first volume, which is this middle chart. If I don't see the bar chart above this thin yellow line, we have nothing going on. Why? Because things that happen under no volume are not significant to me. Because why? Because if anything happens under no volume, then it can easily retrace under no volume. Okay, so right now we're just below the 50 period moving average. So we're getting to the place where this might be a significant move, but not quite yet. Next, what we're looking at is this thick purple line. This thick purple line is the VWAP, volume weighted at price. That means that this is the most commonly traded price given by volume. So anything above the VWAP is bullish, anything below the VWAP is not. Other things that we're looking for is this purple line. We want that is the 7 period moving average. We want that to move. In the case of a bullish move, we want that moving from below to above this dotted teal line. Let's call it teal. Anything that would be bearish, we want it moving from above to below. Here we have it moving above, which is significant. Thin salmon colored line, melon, light pink, whatever you want to call it, and this thin yellow line, those are the plus and minus 2 standard deviations away from this VWAP. It helps define what is a reasonable move. 95, let's not get into too much of what the statistics are, but basically that is going to define the playing field. So, like I said, anything that has no volume is really not significant. We basically got there and we just switched bars, so we wouldn't expect this volume to be high up there, but given the fact that we had volume, and now this is building, this is building a case for a bullish move. Why? One thing I failed to define was the solid yellow line. The solid yellow line is the whole moving average. Again, not to get too much into it, you want that, in the case of a bullish move, you want that positively sloped like it is now. In the case of a bearish move, you want that to be negatively sloped like it was back here. But what we have here is we have volume, building volume above the VWAP. We had the crossover from the short-term moving average to the over the long-term moving average, and we're above the VWAP. Last two things are confirming indicators. This is called the PFE, polarized fractal efficiency. We don't have to go into exactly what that is. It'll be out there. It's out there on the campus, as well as the DMI. You want those both to be, you definitely want the PFE above 50. You want this to be locked above and locked at 100. You want these definitely to be both positively sloped. They're all confirming indicators of, in this case, bullishness. This is a bullish move. As soon as, if it weren't the day after Thanksgiving, I would be looking for this to get at or near the 50 period volume average, and I would be looking for a long. But right now, like I said, we're late in the day on a half day. Really, what today is more of an instructional thing. Above the VWAP, crossover from below to above, not running right into the top of the 2 standard deviation move. We're getting volume. We're getting the PFE approaching and certainly positively sloped towards 100. This is locked at 100. This is a bullish indication. And what do we do with that? In the cases of our room, what we do is we buy an at-the-money call. Very simple. We're looking for a move from here to somewhere close to here. All right, so that is a quick run through of what we've been doing and developing, thanks to a lot of the work that the people with us that we work with, specifically Charles Moon. Always love working with him and always building off each other's ideas. That's what's great about Prosper. You have 5 very, very good instructors that we all take ideas from, and we take little bits and pieces from each other. Perfect example of that. I'm looking for this, and just as we were watching the beginning of this setup, and you can see how it transpires through the rest of this video. It's not an actual signal. I'm really not interested in actually putting out a signal at this point in the day, but this is definitely something that you want to be looking at to the upside. So again, this is Mike Shorr, www.prospertrading.com. And let me just re-emphasize that stocks and options trading involves substantial risk of loss. It's not suitable for every investor. The valuation of stocks and options may fluctuate, and as a result, clients may lose more than their original investment. All trading strategies are used at your own risk. Everybody, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to next week and the rest of the trading year in 2018. And until Monday, I'm signing off until then. Thanks a lot. Bye, guys.